Okay, so the big question is, do you get a hard shell case? Do you get a bemer bag? Okay, all my Beamers, and I have 6, I've always bought a bemer bag. So this zips on the top. It's very easy to zip and unzip it on top of the bemer bag. This carries your bee box and your attachments. And then in here, you can roll up your mat. Okay. The only problem with this, it's $125. There's no wheels. So if you actually end up traveling with it, you've got to carry this on your shoulder 20 pounds all throughout everywhere. And so everyone's been talking to Bemer about getting it on wheels, but they haven't done it yet. Okay, so this is why I get a hard shell. I actually do both bags, and I have 2 bags for each Bemer for travel, because this is on wheels. If I'm taking the full Bemer, I'm gonna put it in here. I'm gonna pack it in here. If I am just going over to a friend's house because they have a localized issue and they need something done on their hip or wherever, I am gonna just unzip this. The handles come out. This is Velcroed, and I just carry it along. So I love this so much, and it's got the Bemer logos on it, so when you travel and, you know, medical devices fly free, so you want to tell them it's, you know, it looks very professional. It's got the Bemer name on it. I always take a brochure with me so I can say, this is the brochure, this is what it is, so I don't have to stand there and talk to them about it, but sometimes I do talk to them about it. And then, of course, they always want one. They don't want to spend $6,000, but neither did I at first, until I couldn't live without it. And then, oh my God, it's only $6,000. So anyway, then you buy 6, you know, then you have a rental program. Okay, which is great. Okay, so now, so whether you're using this, and we're going to look at this and this, especially if you travel. If you go through the X-ray machine, you can take this through, but just like your iPhone or your iPad or whatever, all your technology, you have to unzip it, you have to take it out, and you know, it goes through the X-ray machine. Then you have to very carefully put it back in. If you travel with this, you never, ever want to check it or let it out of your sight even. More people have lost their bee box, which is the brain, the $4,000 brain, by traveling with it, and you know, someone puts it in the overhead in this soft case here, and then somebody else comes in with a hard shell, bam, you know, in the overhead, and your bee box is now history. Even if it's, well, unless it's insured, but under warranty, you know, they can't cover that under warranty, that, you know, careless travel. So you definitely, if you travel, you want to keep this either on your lap, which is no fun through the whole flight, or very gently under the seat in front of you, and have your feet around it. This way it stays with you, it's soft, but it's there. And if you have a battery like I have in this one, so you don't need electricity, this is what's going to help with the jet lag. So you can use it throughout the flight. You're going to want it, you know, close to you anyway. There's something called a bee sit. We haven't even gone into that, which is also great for pilots and for when you travel, or at your desk if you're a CPA or, you know, bookkeeper or somebody that's always at their desk a lot. These are great devices to help you throughout the day. But anyway, so there's ways to use this while on the plane. We can talk about that on another video. But I want to mention all the odd things that come with the Bemer that you just go, oh my God. So I undo my box. I've actually kept all my boxes. There are serial numbers on the box for the whole Bemer. Then there are serial numbers on the bee box. There's serial numbers on the spot and on the pad. All of this is logged at the home office. If you throw out your box, you don't have your serial numbers, but all of that is on the box. So I haven't thrown out one Bemer box yet. Can't bring myself to do it. They're so beautiful. I haven't been able to do that yet. Eventually I'll probably accumulate so many. I'll have somebody come in and go, you've got to throw these out, Kathleen. Okay, so this bag has so many zippers. On the top behind this orange zipper, so here's the orange zipper. These both come down like this and close. But on the top, there's also these pockets behind this orange zipper on each side. So you've got these sides as well. So like the things that you never know what to do, but in case I ever want to put it on the wall, I put it in here so I know that it's in here. This thing that goes at the bottom of it to protect from the feet, I don't want to really throw it out. And then this thing that actually attaches it to your mattress and holds it firm, or you can also use it as a cover in case you have pets or something that goes over your mat. I'm going to just put those in here so I always know, and I also always leave brochures in there in case I travel with it. So I always have stuff in there. Then on this inside pocket, there's a mesh pocket. I'll usually put my manuals, but they're pretty heavy. So I don't usually keep my manuals in there now. And my rentals I do. Here's some of my cords. These are cords for all around the world, all the different electrical systems. So I don't want to have to leave them in the box and then go, okay, where are they when you need them? So I just leave them on this inside thing. I also have more brochures in case people ask me questions. So this is where I put all of that on these side pockets on the inside. There's side pockets. That's where I'll put usually my light and my glasses. So that's for the Be Light. We haven't talked about that yet. There's also this little Velcro thingy, and the Velcro thing will drive you crazy after a while. The Velcro thing sticks on everything. So on your pad, if you tuck in this little Velcro thingy right here, it doesn't stick, you know, so unless you're actually wanting to wrap it around and secure it, you can just keep it tucked in like that. But this one actually goes on the back of the spot, so if it's on your knee or on an ankle, it secures it. You don't have to hold it there. It just secures it there like that. Okay. Most people actually will put their cord through it so that it's always there, but it drives me crazy because it sticks to everything, every sweater, everything. So I leave it separate, and if I need it, it's right there. Okay, so when I'm traveling, I normally put my attachments on one side, my B-box on another, and I'll take my cord if I don't have, well, you always take your cord even if you have a battery, because even though it's a great battery, it'll stay charged for 3 or 4 days, and then it actually recharges very quickly, like within an hour or two, and then it'll stay charged again for another 3 or 4 days. So it's great, but you take all this with you, or you can just leave it on zippered in on the side of the bag. Okay, now if you are taking a hard shell, same kind of thing, and you can get these medical alert buttons that go on the side, and I've got them on all of mine. I don't even remember where I got them, but you can Google them, medical alert tags, and it's got my distributor number, class 1 medical device, emergency contact, has my phone number, my name. So anyway, all that's on there. Okay, so this was a $50 bag from Amazon. This one was $125. So this one is definitely cheaper, but if I'm traveling with this one, I'm gonna do it, I'm not gonna roll this like I would in the duffel bag thing. I'm gonna take and wrap my cords here. I'm gonna secure them with my little Velcro-y thing here. There's Velcro everywhere with Bemer, and they're all beneficial, but oh my God, it can drive you crazy. Okay, but they're good. So now that's all nice and neat. I just fold it different, so I am not actually, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm not actually rolling it, I'm just folding it. Now, when I take my, make sure you always put your covers. See, anytime I take it out, it's a habit now. I don't even think about it. I just take my covers. I'm going to take my cord out. Okay. Actually, see, this will start. It's not even plugged in because it's on a battery. So that's pretty cool. And I'm going to turn it off. Okay. So I'm going to stick this in between my mat. Now, when I'm traveling, now if I'm shipping it, I'll actually wrap it in some bubble wrap. But now you just lock it in there. I'm going to put my attachments over here on this part of the zipper, and here I'll put my pad. As you can see here, I've got this, I've got more brochures. So now you can store everything in here on this side. I'll close this up, zip it all in. Doesn't need this extra. Actually, you can even put it in a smaller overhead. I've seen it, and I need to get a really small overhead because this one will not fit on like one of those smaller jets that goes like from Lexington to Charlotte. It'll go in the upper overhead on like the longer flights, the bigger planes, the bigger jets, but it doesn't. So I actually need a smaller one, and the bemer will fit compactly in a smaller one. But the thing is, so let's say you go on a small jet, they're going to want you to valet this because it doesn't fit in the overhead. And you're like, oh my God, I am not letting go of my bemer. I can't let it out of my sight. If they make you do that, you have to take the B box out and carry it with you. So that's why I always love to have both bags, because if I have to do this, I will put this, because this just, goes to nothing. I'll put this in here, and if I have to carry it or separate them, at least I have something to secure it and carry it with me onto the plane. And then this, I don't care if they valet this. This just has the mat and the attachments, and they're in there, and they're pretty secure, and they're very secure, and they're all protected by a hard shell. So this is if you travel. Now, if you travel, doesn't ever hurt to have extra insurance on your Beamers. But I have all mine insured, especially with a special insurance program. Some people will insure them on their homeowners if you can get that, which is much cheaper. And but under the first 3 years, it's under warranty with just basic, issues. They're incredible customer service, but if you actually hurt it yourself, like it's poured water, hot water, you've ruined the mechanism somehow, or you've destroyed it, or your dog has chewed your cords, or something strange happens to it, gets stolen, then, obviously your warranty doesn't cover those things, but your insurance will. Okay, thank you very much.